Good afternoon, Margaret. I've been asked to talk to everyone and yourself about your role at the gas company. But I have a really bad feeling about that because I feel like if I do that, you're going to come back to me and say, that was friggin' boring. So I'm going to talk a little bit about your boss. I know that's a term of endearment when it comes to you, but I wanted to share with everyone some of the things that a boss views their employee by, in particular in this case here about Margaret Ann Pashko. Many of us here have received cards from you, be it for a birthday, an anniversary, passing of a loved one, or even for Boss's Day. And I'm already preparing for the loss that I'm going to expect next year when nobody remembers me on Boss's Day. It is very obvious by many of the folks here that your leadership within the community has been well recognized and greatly appreciated. During your time with the Chamber, there were some great times. One of the special times had to do with the development of their revision of the mission goals and objectives that the Chamber of Commerce had. Those were tough times, but they were probably nothing like the tough times in that little problem involving the resort district, during which you were a great leader, very calm, neutral, and able to keep everybody on track. You're also very gracious. God knows that, God knows, and everybody else here knows that you are always there for us. Margaret, so much can be said about you. We are greatly appreciative of everything that you have done. We love you. We're going to miss you, but can only wish that the wind will always be at your back during your golden years. God bless you.
I've met Margaret through many different venues, but mainly through the Chamber of Commerce and our time that we spent together here. Margaret, through her work with the gas company, was able to sit on several Chamber of Commerce boards of directors and was key to many of the leadership activities in many of those chambers, including a lot of the legislative activity. You know, the great part about working with Margaret is that Margaret is straight down to business. She understands the issues at hand on any project that we take on. She kind of cuts through anything that's kind of irrelevant to the project, and but at the same time knows how to have fun while you're doing it, and is a great cheerleader for everybody around the table. And you can always count on Margaret to be direct and let you know what she's thinking and where she's headed with a project, or if she disagrees with what's happening with the project. Margaret's effect on the Anaheim Chamber was very substantial. You know, the Chamber evolves as the needs from the business community and the community for any organization, but Margaret was key when she got involved here in a leadership position to help us identify how best we could help businesses here in Anaheim and how we would deliver those programs. And she was very instrumental in our strategic plan under her leadership as chairman. She also was a leader during a very important time for us as we were working on some major zoning issues in the resort. Margaret, as chairwoman of this chamber, led that initiative for the chamber during the SOAR campaign and was very fair about her approach and made sure that we did all of our work with the utmost respect for all those involved. One of Margaret's best attributes is she always knows how to handle a crisis or a situation. And I can remember, Margaret, when you were board chair, we were going through some major issues here in Anaheim. I needed to reach you middle of the afternoon, and you were always accessible. And I can remember this afternoon, I reached you with a major issue, and you helped solve it and said, no problem. And I said, well, what are you doing? And you were laying on a raft with a margarita. You sure know how to handle things, Margaret. Margaret, you've been a great friend to all of us here at the Anaheim Chamber and in the Anaheim community, as well as the Orange County business community. Your style, your honesty, your integrity, your friendship, knowing how to have fun at the same time and celebrating victories, I think has affected all of us in a very, very positive way, and your legacy will continue on in many of us that look up to you as a mentor in the years to come.
As you would expect, I'm very humbled to receive this award. I really view it as a half a lifetime achievement award in that I do look forward to lots more that life has to offer. I'm equally thrilled to be a co-honoree with Irv Pickler. He is my hero. And looking back over the years, first and foremost, receiving a college degree. I was the first in my immediate family. Secondly, my 35-year marriage with my life partner, Richard. And third, working for a company like Southern California Gas Company that's allowed me many, many opportunities to build my leadership and management skills and develop both professionally and personally. I feel real strongly if you commit to a project or a task that you need to make that commitment and exceed expectations if possible. I don't think you just show up in life. I think you have to engage in life and take a leadership role to make things happen. Anaheim, in my view, is really a very large city with small town values. I see the city council, I see the city staff, the business community, the nonprofit community, all working tirelessly on behalf of residents and businesses to make Anaheim a great place to live, to work, and to play. I was fortunate to grow up here in the late 1960s and 1970s and was privileged to come back here and work over the last 8 years. If you are interested in embracing this community and giving back, the city of Anaheim will embrace you. And it's really, again, been a great chance to give back to this very fine city in the small ways that I've been able to do that.